everyone.
To this episode.
Welcome.
The final episode of
It is.
What
It's
Would Billie Do?
the grand finale. I just want to say before we say anything else,
What?
that for the first time since we've done this whole podcast,
Yes.
my microphone position feels perfect to me.
Funny you should mention that, because for the first time since we started recording this podcast, I today realized that usually, so for those of you who can see this on YouTube, right behind us, right behind the couch, is my like home studio setup.
Yes.
Where I usually have, microphones to my computer and interface and everything that makes
all the stuff
this
we use
possible. all the things we use. And usually I move all of it to the front of the couch where we're sitting so that I can like easily reach it. But then I realized today
For what reason?
Because it just gives me a headache every time I have to unplug things, and then once we're done podcasting I have to put everything back. Yeah. And we could have done this for this entire year.
Could have just had it right where it stays. Right there.
So now for those of you interested, you can see my computer in the back. Yeah. It's not very interesting. If you wanted to, you could zoom in. And we're recording this in Logic.
We are.
For those of you.
Shout out. Sponsor us.
Yeah, please do. But welcome to this
Ableton
episode.
Here.
No Ableton here.
Welcome to this episode. This is true. Welcome to the last official regular episode.
Yes.
Of What Would Billie Do? My microphone position is so nice. I just want to say this. I feel like I don't know what it is, but it's just so good. Maybe I've grown, maybe I've shrunk. Who knows?
Who knows?
I feel like I'm sitting in the same place.
Yeah.
Also,
what?
I just want to say to those of you who won't notice, which is everyone, I'm wearing the same outfit that I wore for the first podcast.
Are you really? On purpose?
No, actually, it wasn't on purpose.
What am I wearing? I had to look. I'm wearing my Phineas shirt. Yeah.
That was bought mid-podcast.
Yeah, it was, and I've worn it quite a few times on this podcast.
I wear my Phineas merch pretty much every Saturday.
Yeah, I wear it all the time.
All the time.
It's the only thing I clean.
And yeah, that's the same for me.
I need to wash my clothes because this one's not clean.
This is so comfortable.
Yeah, so good.
High
but
fashion.
It is almost Christmas.
It's so close.
You and I did our final Christmas shop today.
Thank God.
Right before we started this. And I have bought I'm sure you've done the same, bought all my gifts online this year to avoid
it's been very
people. Nice. But there were certain things that I had to get like in store, and we both walked in there. It was like a shopping mall, and they have like great routines with like it's like you said, like it feels like you're in an airport.
Yes,
but you're not, because you have to stand in line, and it's all these like it's like a system in place, which is good. But I still felt like it was way too many people there.
Yes,
so we were very efficient.
We were very efficient,
in and out.
I got some new glasses, which I just want to shout out to myself.
And they look so nice.
Thank you.
I'm sure you will be sporting them on Instagram.
I will be sporting them on Instagram at some point in the new year.
Yeah.
When they have been adjusted to my face.
Yes.
Which can be done in the comfort of my own home because my fiance works there.
Yeah.
So you can just do it for me at home.
That is a perk.
So that's nice. Yep. You bought your gifts that you had left.
Yeah. We have exchanged gifts.
We have.
Yeah. Which is really exciting.
I'm really curious, guys, because mine's in a box. So I have literally no idea what it is. Like I couldn't even guess.
No, you couldn't even guess. And even if you did, I assure you.
It's wrong.
You could not guess what you're getting.
So
but
curious.
We're both going home for Christmas.
Yes.
On the 22nd, which will be on Tuesday. Yeah. So I'm going to my parents. You're going to your fiance's parents.
Yes.
Which is on the west coast of Norway. So you have a slightly longer travel than I do.
I do.
Well, are you guys
only
flying
slightly.
there?
We're flying.
Okay,
so...
you're flying there. So not really. Actually,
No.
yours is quicker because the flight is like what, like 45 minutes.
Yeah, not even. With a
and
tailwind.
Yeah, and I have like an hour and a half drive to my parents. But yeah, it's gonna be really fun. And we're doing New Year's together.
We are. As
always.
always. Yeah, it's our little routine.
It's a little routine.
I love it.
It's gonna be like, we haven't really talked about this, but it's gonna be like a nice dinner. I know that.
Yeah.
Ooh, I do feel like last year.
Yes.
I hosted New Year's then too.
Yes.
And I cooked and had like a dessert thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I might need to bring that dessert back.
I would really appreciate that.
Because I made like mini cheesecakes in a glass.
It was
really good. And I was so pleased with myself because I'd never done it before.
And they turned out great.
They really did.
And you did the smart thing. You made an extra in case so you could test it and be like, it tastes good.
Yeah. And also, for, you know, my own sake, I had an extra
exactly
the day after.
So you just kept the celebrations going.
Yeah. I might have to do that.
That was really good.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Me too.
We had a great one.
But this year it's going to be a little bit... I wonder how... Because usually in Oslo, in pretty much every park in the city, and there is a lot of parks here.
There's a whole host of parks.
There is always fireworks.
Yeah.
But this year they have put down like a ban on being in parks. So I think the only like fireworks, or at least the only legal fireworks, are going to be fired by like the city, I guess, or the, I don't know, fire department. But I wonder if like, surely not everyone is going to follow that.
I don't think so.
But it's going to be weird because it's not going to be the same either way.
No.
But yeah, I'm sure it's going to be good. I'm excited about the new year.
Yes.
Not in a way where some people are like,
new year, new me.
No, not in that way. In the way where people are like, all we have to do, speaking of like pandemic times, all we have to do is get to 2021.
Yeah.
And then everything will be perfect. And it's like, no, it's literally just from one day to another. Yeah. So nothing's going to change.
Just a regular day.
Yeah, just a regular day. But I do applaud the enthusiasm of...
Me too.
You know, an optimism.
Yes.
But I am excited about the new year because a lot of fun things are going to happen.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
Which obviously we can't share, but we will at some point.
Secrets.
Secrets. But should we reflect back on this podcast a little bit?
I feel like that's a great idea.
Yeah. The first, I don't know if we ever said this, but if we didn't, we're saying it now. And if we did, I'm just repeating myself. But before the first episode that we ever did.
Yes.
That was not the first episode because we recorded an episode, like a test episode. Do you remember this?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I remember. I do now.
We recorded a test episode and we sent it to a few friends just to see what they thought. And then we kind of like re-recorded. We got their feedback and then we re-recorded a first episode where...
it was like a private pilot.
Yeah, it really was. And we spoke about like some of the few of the same things that we had talked about in the test run. But we were both like, it was weird because we're sitting here in my living room where we always are. Yeah. And we were both like nervous. Yeah. And no one was watching. No. And we didn't even, like, it wasn't live. No. So no one was technically listening. But
it felt like they were.
It really did. In a weird way. And it was so weird. None of us have obviously had a podcast before. No. So it was a strange thing. But then like people started listening to it and they started following
what are you doing?
On Instagram and watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
And some people even like they've reached out or commented and told us that first they listen to the episode when they're doing whatever they're doing, like at work or I don't know. And then when they come home, they watch the episode on YouTube, so they hear everything twice.
Kudos.
I was shook.
I'm shook
when they told me that.
Like, I feel like I wouldn't even do that for my very favorite podcast. Like, that's commitment.
Yeah, because if I want to watch it, then I would just watch it.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
But I really appreciate it. It's
great
really
work.
Cool. Yeah.
Appreciate that.
And we've had a lot of people listen to it more than I ever thought was possible. And we've even had, I'm sure she's listening to this now, a friend of mine who works at my label, my record label.
Hello.
Who's been, she's been listening to every episode, and every once in a while she keeps telling me that it's a very messy podcast and it's not really up her alley, but she's listening to every episode because she's enjoying it, which I think is really funny.
I think that's actually the biggest compliment.
I think so.
Like you basically hate it.
We've never tried to hide the fact that this is a messy podcast.
There's no structure.
There's no structure.
There's no structure. There's no plan. There's no list. Like there's literally nothing. Like, we don't even talk about what we're going to talk about before the podcast.
Like, right now, we set up the camera for this episode. We set up the camera, press record. Yeah. Press record on Logic. And then we just started.
That's it.
And before that, we were just, giving each other Christmas gifts. So
yeah. And talking about...
We had no plan.
Different things.
But Such is life. You know,
you go.
You can't plan everything.
Exactly. And I feel like if we planned it, it wouldn't be as fun.
No.
It would be like too structured.
Yeah. But do you know what I think would be fun
Tell me.
one point? Would be to do like a special pod episode, I guess. Which for the idea that I have in my head right now, I think this could only happen on YouTube.
Okay.
But that would be to do like a remote podcast thing. If we go somewhere, I don't think we're gonna go somewhere in the near future.
No, but
if we're doing something fun or like almost like a vlog thing, but like make it as if it's an episode. I think that could be fun.
That could be good.
Yeah.
I feel like we're the people for it, honestly. We're so fun.
We're so fun.
We're so fun.
So fun.
And do you know, my sister actually, she texted me after our previous episode to this aired. She just texted me saying, "Why are you stopping?" like no hello, no like referring to the podcast, just why are you stopping? And I was like, do you really actually listen regularly? And she was like, of course I do. I was like,
that's so cute.
That's so cute. Thanks. So thanks for your continued support.
Yes. And your mom.
Yeah, that's true.
Is our biggest fan.
She really is.
Now truly. I feel like it sounds like only our families are listening.
Yeah, not true.
Not true, but we do appreciate them listening as well.
We do. We
appreciate everyone listening.
That's true. It truly is wonderful.
And thank you for all of those who reached out with concern for my ears a few episodes back when the whole system crashed and I almost went deaf. My ears are fine as far as I know.
I mean, so far so good.
So far so good. Yeah. I think they're going to be okay.
They survived the explosion. Yeah, it was rough.
Oh man. But what a strange year for us to start a podcast though. To be fair, I don't think we would have started a podcast
we definitely
if it
wouldn't
weren't
have
a pandemic because we wouldn't have had time.
No.
But still, it's this only actually like dawned on me yesterday that 10 years from now, when we look back at what this pandemic was like, we can go back and listen to our episodes.
That's great.
Because we talk about it.
Can you imagine? We will be 36.
No, please stop. No.
Almost 37.
I don't know.
That's gross.
That is gross. Where do you think we are in 10 years? What do you think we're doing with our lives?
I think we're exhausted mothers of 3.
Oh, 3?
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, exhausted mothers.
Okay.
Having a great time,
nonetheless. So you have 3 kids.
I feel
like I probably have 2.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the main, like we're just
But
exhausted.
what about like our careers though?
Oh. We're winding down, we're retiring.
No.
Kidding.
Not at 36.
Kidding. I don't know.
You don't know?
No. I don't like to think about it. I don't know why.
I think you're my full-time manager.
Thank you.
For sure. And I think we have an office.
Office would be great.
We have to have an office
with like a neon sign.
Yeah.
I'm really into the neon signs at the moment. I feel like we should have a neon sign.
We can have a neon sign.
Phineas has a neon sign. It's
okay,
really cool.
That's why you want one?
No, because the way it looks is I haven't really seen one like in a non-commercial way before. Do you know what I mean? Like that actually looks nice. So I was like, oh, that actually looks nice.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, we should definitely have that. And like our own, it should be like a building or like an office where it has a recording studio. Like I have my recording studio and you have your office all in like the same place. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like a kitchen and like meeting rooms and
coffee machine,
obviously barista probably,
hopefully,
if we're dreaming.
I mean, come on.
And we're driving Range Rovers,
of course.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I saw another Range Rover the other day and
I can't.
I know, it's
I know we're sickening, but I love it.
Me too.
The dream that we lived briefly for 1 week.
It was
last year. This year?
Great. Last year. Yeah. It was a great.
It was last year.
It was a great time.
It was a great time.
I don't think I've ever felt cooler than every time we parked that car and like walked out of it and everyone could see that we were driving it.
Yeah, I loved it.
We're so materialistic.
I know, but I love it. I will never be ashamed.
Oh, neither. No. But like we said last time though, the reason why we're stopping this podcast now is one, I feel like it's good to stop when you're on top or like when you still enjoy it.
That's true.
And then also we it does take up a lot of time.
It really weirdly does.
It really does. Even if it's just like, for a good while we did it every week, and then we've had a few weeks where we've had to skip a week.
Yeah.
But even so, it does take up a lot of time.
It does.
And it's like a scheduling thing, and we both have a lot to do, and we're both going to have way more to do next year.
Yes.
So I don't think we don't have the time to commit to it.
Exactly.
But like we said, surely we're gonna drop in for an episode here and there if something happens that we want to share with you.
If something totally major happens, we'll make a podcast about it.
Yes.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't have to be like totally major, but something that's like worth talking about.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, it should be pretty big, actually.
Yeah, it should be quite major, right? I'm like...
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. When you have a song in like a multi-box office award-winning movie,
wow,
that would be
fun.
We will be podcasting about it.
Yes,
and be
let's
sorry, 1 second. Sandra Bullock's calling. You know, that's when we start doing podcasts.
Yes,
yeah.
If Sandra Bullock ever calls, we will make a podcast.
I will die.
Oof,
I love her.
Same.
I love her.
Love her so much. My favorite movie of hers, probably The Blind Side. Dude, I've seen it so many times.
I swear to God, my favorite.
I scrolled past it yesterday and I was like, should I watch The Blind? I might watch it tonight.
It is really seriously up there with my top movies of all time. I love it.
So good.
It's so good.
And I love a movie that's based on a true story as well.
Too.
But speaking of things or like movies and stuff that I potentially could be in, I have a song now.
You do.
In the new season of Home for Christmas on Netflix, which is a Norwegian show, but it's available in, I think, pretty much every country.
Yeah.
So you should be able to watch it. And my old Christmas song, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, is in that twice, actually. Mm-hmm. I watched it yesterday.
You did.
And it was a very proud moment for me.
I was very proud of you.
It was my first thing with Netflix. I've never had anything in a Netflix show before, so.
Maybe not the last.
Hopefully not. Are you winking?
Yeah. No, I'm having a spasm. It could be either or.
We need to end this episode as me's having a spasm.
Help. Matilda, we're walking in the shopping mall today, and Matilda goes, because Baron and I are also wearing masks, of course, and Matilda goes to me, smells like burning. And I was like, lift up your left arm. Because I didn't smell burning, but you're still here. So I think you were fine.
Yeah, I think
maybe it was actually burning.
Yeah, who knows? Also, my life hack, always have gum in your mouth when you're wearing a mask, because then it's always fresh.
It's really good.
Always fresh.
Makes the difference.
Yeah. And also just don't use the medical ones, because it gets so like moist.
It's terrible.
And like it's not you can't breathe properly.
Yeah.
So if you can get like a fabric one, a reusable one, I would do that, because we both have them and it's life changing.
It is life changing.
And now really I'm so used to wearing a mask, so it doesn't even bother me anymore.
No.
The only thing that did bother me was the fact that it because you can breathe fine.
Yeah.
But it's like it gets
the
like
moisture.
The moisture on your skin.
Not great.
It's not fun. But this one's so much more like breathable.
They are much better.
You know what I did yesterday that I didn't tell you about?
No, please do tell me.
I got a blood sample.
A blood
from
sample.
my finger here. Well, you can't really tell. Well, you can
Why?
tell it's a tiny, tiny thing there. Because I went to see if I had the like anti something for Corona. What is it called? Antibodies. Bodies.
Oh,
is what it's
yeah,
called. Isn't that what it's called?
Antibodies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, actually, I didn't go anywhere. The doctor came right here she came home to me, and she was wearing like a full hazmat suit.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I just paid for it, but I was like, because I wanted to see, because I've gotten tested so many times, and it's because I've like felt sick or like had a cold or whatever. So many times. But then when was it, in like April or May, when both me and your fiance had
it was early on
3 days of like a rush through symptoms, and then it disappeared. So I was like, maybe I've had it. Maybe that's why I'm like never testing positive, because I feel like there's been some times where I've been pretty certain that like I wouldn't be surprised if I have it, but didn't have that either. So
so you got the results already? Yeah,
you get it after 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
But she did say that it can like not show up now if you actually had it in April, because it's a while ago. Yeah. So you might have like still had it, but like at least you don't have the antibodies for it. So still need to get tested if you feel sick.
Yeah, got it.
I was kind of hoping that it would be like positive on that. Yeah, then I could like relax a little bit. Yeah, and especially since like I have asthma and really don't want to get COVID or give it to someone else for that matter. But anyway, it was a fun experience. I'm sure my neighbors thought I was dying.
Dead.
This woman came in here in like literally a full hazmat suit with like a hat and face mask and like glasses on, like the plastic glasses and gloves and everything. She came in and she like put all of her equipment on the table, and she was just like, she's like, oh, what's your like
finger of preference?
No, like your
non-dominant.
Yes, thank you, non-dominant hand. And I was like, well, here you go. She's like, I'm gonna need quite a lot of blood.
Oh, stop!
I know you hate this, but it was fine. I didn't even feel it. It was a pinch. It's
they
fine. They
always say that.
It's fine. It really doesn't hurt though.
It doesn't hurt.
The one on your finger doesn't hurt.
No, that's fine. I just have to have a countdown.
You what?
I have to get a countdown.
Are you serious?
So like 3, 2, 1.
You would have loved her because she explained everything before she did it. And I was like, mate, I've done this like a million times.
I'm a veteran.
I was sick my entire childhood, so I have done this so many times. She was like, are you squeamish but with blood? It's fine if you are. I'm like, I literally could not be bothered less by this. Just do it,
please. I mean, she needs to do something. If I ever need one of those tests, it needs to be her.
I'll recommend you to her.
Please do.
Yeah, she's
because
really cool.
Then she'll understand that I can't see what is it called? The valves.
Oh yeah. Well, it wasn't that because you can't get that much blood from a finger. But like, it was the thing where you do, what is it? You can do this with water as well. Like you squeeze it and then it picks it up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a
pipette.
That is what it's called. It's the funniest. I can't believe you knew that.
I haven't said that since school. We had them in science.
Funniest
a pipette.
Name. Yeah, but that was an experience.
That was an experience. I'm glad you shared it with me now. That's cool in a way.
It was cool. It was a cool experience. I'm so sad that I didn't have any antibodies, but still.
Sucks to be.
And then I burned my finger.
Oh god. What is she like?
Where is it? Now I can't even find it. I thought I had a scar, but I guess it's gone. I was making a fire. And
in your fireplace?
Yeah.
That's good.
And I kind of wasn't looking because I was watching TV as I was doing it. So I was
classic.
Just,
classic.
Burning your
fingers.
It was fine.
I don't have any burns or maybe any antibodies. So that's my side.
Well,
on my side, nothing to report.
Again, very interesting.
Ooh,
what do you have to
something? A little nugget of info. So nobody cares, but I have been saying that I will try and watch Grey's Anatomy for about 6 years now. And, you've encouraged it and said, watch Grey's Anatomy because it's your favorite show.
Where is this going?
Pretty much. It's also my fiance's favorite show. Like you both have a very, good relationship with that show, an ongoing.
Yes.
Anyway, so my fiance has been watching it, as you know, anyway, and listeners might not know. She's been watching it again from the start. And what I've been doing is because I don't, unlike yourself and my fiance, I don't need to have something on the TV at all times. I can just be like on my phone or doing whatever. Yep. Anyway, so I've said, okay, why don't you can just keep watching it when I'm here and I can like dip in and out as I please.
Yeah.
Weber, Mare, Hunt. I love them all. I have favorites.
Have you?
Guys, I have gotten into it.
Have you gotten into Grey's Anatomy?
And here's the thing.
You know names.
And here's the thing.
What season is she on?
She will have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I think 10 or 11.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, the thing is that I've had, at least in the seasons we're in at the moment, I have had the realization that the blood is so unrealistic. Like, it doesn't look real. So I'm fine. I can actually watch it. Yeah, I can watch it because I'm like, it's fake, it's fake.
Like, all you got to remind yourself is that, like, this is fake.
Exactly.
It's literally just, like, it's not blood. So it's fine.
So
wow,
can I give you my favorites?
Yes.
Okay,
please do.
Listeners, if you don't care about Grey's Anatomy, sorry. So every time that Dr. Webber comes on the TV, I cry.
Yeah.
He has the cutest walk. He just like walks around so
like
cute.
A penguin.
Like a penguin. And every time he comes on, I'm like, Webber. And my fiance gets a bit annoyed, but whatever.
She'll just have to deal with it.
You're watching
Grey's Anatomy.
I am.
She should be so thankful.
I am. I'll tell you how I don't like.
Okay.
Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
How do you not like Jackson?
Oh, he's so annoying.
Wait, what is happening in where you're at right
okay,
now?
so because
that might be a reason
April
why
has just given birth.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of annoying. He just annoys me. Okay. It's nothing really personal or character-based.
You'll love him.
Just don't really like him. Karev annoys me a bit, but he's growing on me. He is growing on me.
You know why Karev annoys you?
Why?
Because you haven't seen it from the start. If you'd seen it from the start, you would love Karev more than anyone.
Yeah, because that's what Tor is saying. She's like, she loves Karev. She's like,
because Karev is like Meredith's number 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, love Bailey.
This
is my hospital. Yeah, she is now chief. Queen. She's chief of surgery. Yeah. Obviously,
look at you.
I know. Love Mare.
Yeah.
You know, we're on first name, nickname basis. Derek has unfortunately died. Yes. Which is sad. But, she wears his little sailor cap, so that's fine.
You've really been paying attention.
I have been paying attention.
I'm so proud of you
now.
now.
I am really enjoying it. Oh, Callie's just lost custody. Yeah, so it was a rough
that was a rough period. Patch, yep.
And also it was a funny moment when someone says, Arizona, your name is weird. They were like, someone says to you, like, she has a weird name. I don't like her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. But she's
who
not.
said that?
I don't remember.
Oh,
it was just like a passing comment. I don't think it was like a big scene.
I love that that's what you think is funny.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Her name is weird. Okay.
Yeah, so really enjoying it.
Wow.
I think, and I know it doesn't happen, but I think it should have happened, is that Callie and Meredith should have had a thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I said to her, I was like, this is way earlier. I was like, ooh, did they have a thing? And she's like, no. And I was like, oh, I read that wrong. I read the room wrong.
But here's what I'm thinking. Again, for those of you who don't like Grey's, actually, I don't think if you don't like Grey's Anatomy, I don't think you're still listening. Do you know what I mean? Because we've talked about it quite a bit. So I'm just gonna dive in here.
Yep.
Now that you've realized that you can watch it, because it doesn't scare you with the blood, at some point you're gonna have to watch the entire thing. Because if you're enjoying it this much right now, and if you're enjoying like Webber, like you said, this much, you really, really need to watch it from the beginning to get that, like, because that's why me and Tora watch it over and over, because and I know that it sounds so stupid to so many people, but you feel like when you've been with the show for that long, you feel like you know the characters, right? So that's why we love going back and watching it again, because now if I were to watch episode 1 season 1 now, I see where they're at, which is like the very beginning, but I also know in the back of my head where they're going. So it like kind of makes the experience even better the second time around. So I think you would really, really enjoy watching it from the beginning.
Do you know the moment, not the like specific moment, but like one of the moments I actually got into it was when Maggie Pierce came in, and then we found out that she is Meredith's sister and Webber's daughter. Because I was like, it was at this point it was background to me, and then I was like, is that Webber? Like, are they like related? And Tora was like, just wait and see. And I was like, oh, and I was like, does Meredith know? And she was like, not yet. And I was like, when does she find out? And then when they first find out, they don't get along. They don't get along. And I'm like, but when did they become friends? Did they become like really good friends? And Tora was like, just wait. They become friends. And I'm like, but now she's mad at Webber because she said to Webber, like, well, how could you keep this from me? Like, this is like so selfish. And I was like, but he's not selfish. He's nice.
Oh, I love that we're spending our last episode.
I know. I'm so sorry, guys.
No, they're gonna love it.
I was saving to tell you this for the episode.
I am so proud of you. And so excited on your behalf.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. Do you want a fun fact about the woman who plays Maggie Pierce?
I do.
She is actually the voice in, damn it, now I can't remember it, so that was not really a good fun fact.
Is it animated?
She's the voice of an animated character that in like the original of this series. She's the voice of this one character, and I am the voice of that character in Norwegian.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I mean, technically we're colleagues.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like
so
you and Ariana Grande,
the
Justin
same
Timberlake.
character.
Same thing.
And it's just the same thing. First time I voiced that show, I got in the studio, and you get to like listen to the English sentence or whatever you're gonna say to like kind of time it to that. And then listen to it, and like the first, because she has a very like distinctive voice.
She does.
So the like first second she talked, I was like, this has to be her.
It's Maggie.
And so I asked the guy, like before I even started, I was like, what's the name of this woman who does this character? And he's like, I don't know. And I was like, I'm gonna have to Google this before we start. And turns out it was her.
Well, there you go.
So yeah, fun fact.
That is a fun fact.
That is a fun fact.
Do you know, I have a fun fact for the listeners, which is a fun fact that you definitely know already.
Okay.
Is that, circling back to Grey's Anatomy, which is now my apparently my hot subject.
Yep.
The
Who
woman
knew that we would end here?
Exactly. This is a real plot twist. The woman who plays Arizona, who is not named after the state, by the way, if you didn't already know that, she is the stepdaughter of Steven Spielberg.
I do know that.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't, of course, but yeah, fun fact.
The woman who plays Jackson's mom.
Yes,
Catherine
Avery.
Debbie Allen. Isn't that her name?
Oh,
I think so.
idea.
Debbie Allen. She is like a famous Broadway choreographer. And actress. She's played like on Broadway a bunch, but she's like one of like the most like legendary choreographers in the U.S.
Interesting.
Like the new like Prom, the new movie on Netflix.
Yeah.
She has like all the choreography. I think she even directed that movie or something. Like, and she directs a bunch of the Grey's Anatomy episodes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
And she directs a lot of things that Shonda Rhimes makes.
Yeah.
Like she's directed a bunch for like How to Get Away with Murder, Scandal.
Got it.
Yeah. So she's a legend.
Yeah. I just remember when Weber wanted to propose to her and it went wrong. And he was like, and that's what a proposal's meant to be. And I'm like, it is. And then they do a new proposal and they have violence in the hospital and everyone is like emotional.
Did you cry?
I didn't, but I loved it.
Yeah.
I did love it.
What did I tell you? I just want to remind people
it's true.
that
this has been an ongoing process
the very
for Matilda.
beginning of this podcast, I talked about Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
And I said that you should watch it, and you said you didn't want to watch it, and that you had tried, and that you didn't want to. And here we are. This is full circle. We're ending this podcast, this episode, with you falling in love with Grey's Anatomy.
Who would have thunk it?
You know what? You can just take your Christmas gift to me back home.
Right?
This is the only Christmas gift I need. Actually, I didn't mean that because I really want it. I'm really excited about it.
No, that's fine. But I knew this would be an extra.
I couldn't have asked for anything more.
You know what?
But you know what?
You're welcome. Don't say it.
It's time
for the last time.
It's time to end it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sad.
Time has come. It is sad. But
what a ride.
I think it's been really fun.
It has been
I've had so much fun doing this.
Me too.
It's the most fun has been, I mean, you and I would talk anyway. But it's been fun to kind of We've talked less during the week, or we've still talked, but we've avoided sharing things that have happened throughout for the episodes, which has been really good.
Yeah, that's true.
And really fun, and also the fact that people have kept listening because I'm pretty sure we sold it in the very first episode as a podcast that would be very structured and with a plan, and then it turned out to just be you and I talking.
Total opposite.
The total opposite. But we did it though. I didn't even think we'd come past like 5 episodes.
Oh, that was like a lofty goal.
Yeah,
for me. I was
really
like 5 episodes.
It really was. So,
aim high. Yeah.
But thank you to everyone who's been listening and watching it on YouTube. We really appreciate it.
It's been great.
Thank you for stepping into the spotlight as me. This is where you belong.
Apparently. I mean, it was been the first time I've ever spoken into a microphone. Certainly not the last.
Certainly not the last.
I mean, the phone's off the hook. Right? Like, get her in the studio.
Hollywood is calling.
Hollywood is like, get here now.
They have me on speed dial.
Yeah, it happens, you know. What can I say?
But we will see you guys around the next corner of the next big thing that hopefully will happen, and we'll keep you in the loop.
It will be.
But
big
as
news.
of right now, thank you for listening.
Sayonara.
And don't forget, what would Billie do?
The big question.
Bye. Bye.
Huge tour bus. Your tour bus. And I get into this